Hello friends, and welcome back to another episode of RM Cookbook. Today I'm going to show you how you can make this delicious potato and poached chicken salad called Salad Olivier. This is quite famous in Russia, but we are going to show you how you can make it the way Iranians makes it in their house, and this is quite famous in Iran. So this is Salad Olivier made out of poached chicken and potato mash and all the other ingredients. So to begin with, we need 2 chicken breasts for this, which is washed and cleaned, and the spices we are going to use is 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of curry powder, 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, and 2 sticks of cinnamon. All we have to do now is just put these 2 chicken breasts into a pot where we're going to poach them. So mix all your spices, just pour in the spices into the pot itself, and just pour in enough water so that it basically submerges both chicken breasts are fully submerged essentially, and let it boil away. And this is how we would be just making our poached chicken. So in the meantime, we need to prepare some potatoes also. So in another pot, just add 10 potatoes and 3 eggs. We are making this Salad Olivier enough to be able to serve for 4 people. So there is enough Salad Olivier should be made at the end of this, so it serves 4 people. So for that you need 10 potatoes. You can see we have used medium to large size potatoes and 3 eggs. So all we have to do is put in enough water so that both the potatoes and eggs are fully submerged, and just boil it. Boil it enough so that the eggs are hard boiled and the potatoes are fully cooked from inside, so that we can make mashed potatoes out of it later on. So now we're going to make some dill pickle. We're just going to process this dill pickle. Dill pickle, essentially, you can buy it in your local supermarket, grocery store, or in your Asian store. So dill pickles are essentially pickled cucumbers. So all you have to do, slice it up first and just chop them into little square shaped pieces and put it aside for now. These are the ingredients which we are going to use right towards the end of making our Salad Olivier. And that's basically it. Just put it aside for now, and we will be using this dill pickle towards the end essentially. Now, one thing we forgot is because we need to also add 1 carrot. So as you can see, my wife is just adding that single carrot. For this recipe we also need carrot. So 10 potatoes, 3 eggs, 1 carrot. As you can see, the chicken breasts are actually getting poached thoroughly, and in the meantime we just add 1 cup of green beans into a pot. These are frozen green beans, just to defrost it, and add a little bit of water and just put it on slow flame or low flame so that they're completely defrosted and cooked slightly. We are not going to cook them so that the green beans become completely soft. We don't want mushy peas. We want the green beans to retain their shape. So leave it there for a few minutes. 1 or 2 minutes should be enough to make these green beans defrosted and also slightly cooked. Cover it up, just leave it there. And now let's just see if the other ingredients are done. So if the potatoes and eggs are done, take it out, peel the potatoes and put it into a large mixing bowl where we're just going to mash these potatoes up. So if you have a potato smasher, it's great, but we don't. So we're just going to use a fork to smash these potatoes up completely, and just mix it thoroughly. And now just basically process the chicken breast, which is basically fully poached. Now, the color of this chicken breast, the outer color of chicken breast is basically looking like this, is because of the spices which we have added. It's necessary because otherwise the whole salad is going to be very bland. The only taste of the spice is coming from the chicken breast itself. So all you have to do, use a fork to just pull out the chicken breast flesh, and this is how the flesh consistency should be. This is how the strands of chicken breast should be. Just put it aside into another separate bowl. And now just process the eggs which we have boiled. As we have mentioned before, that the eggs needs to be fully hard boiled, no softness in the middle. So first things first, we just need to peel out the eggshell and just separate the egg yolks from the egg whites. The way we are going to mix it is first we are going to smash the egg whites. However, we're going to separate the egg yolks, and we're going to put the egg whites into the poached chicken and mix it together, and we're going to put the egg yolks into the mashed potato and mix it together. The way we're doing it this way is because it's easier to mix the egg whites with the poached chicken, and also when we actually mix the egg yolks with the mashed potato, that's also is very easy to combine, just because the way they are essentially. So take your bowl of mashed potato, to that add your egg yolks. So remember, we actually use 3 hard-boiled eggs, and these yolks are from those 3 hard-boiled eggs, and all we have to do is just mix it thoroughly. The way we have to mix these egg yolks into the potato is making sure that they're evenly spread. The consistency should be, the yolk should not be lumping up into one place of the mashed potato. So we have to be careful that we are mixing it evenly and they're distributed evenly all across the mashed potato. Now the next thing is take your carrot, and again with a fork just mash it up, and for now put it aside, which we would be using it later on. Now next thing we have to do is basically mix the poached chicken with egg whites into your potato mixture. Give it first a gentle mix so that things are slightly incorporated into the mixture. To make it easier at this point, we will be adding some homemade mayonnaise. We'll be adding 4 tablespoons of mayonnaise to begin with. And also, if you wanted to see how we prepared the homemade mayonnaise, just click on the link as it appears, and that should show you the video which basically tells you how you easily can prepare homemade mayonnaise. So just mix it thoroughly so that everything is fully incorporated and evenly distributed into this mixture. This salad Olivier is essentially a salad which is mixture of many other ingredients, and we have to bit by bit and step by step mix all this ingredient one at a time. So now we just added our carrot mash, and again mix it with the whole ingredient, with the mashed potato and poached chicken. One thing you have remembered, we haven't added any salt so far. So for this, for our taste, we are just going to add 2 teaspoonful. So 1 teaspoon first, add this 1 teaspoon of salt over here. This is 1 teaspoon of salt added. Then mix the whole ingredient, and once you have done that mixture, we are going to add another teaspoon of salt. As you can see, it's been added right now. So we are using 2 teaspoons of salt for the amount of ingredient you see over here. But again, the salt and pepper is all to your taste. So if you want less salt, just put less salt. If you want more salt, you can put more salt. We have noticed that the mixture was slightly dry, so we just added a 2 teaspoons of mayonnaise into our mixture. As you can see, my wife just added 2 teaspoons of mayonnaise just to make the mixture more smooth and more consistency. So that's the reason we added. So altogether we added 4 tablespoons of mayonnaise to begin with, and then 2 more teaspoons of mayonnaise. Now we're adding our chopped dill pickle, which is basically the pickled cucumber. And to that mixture we'll be adding our cooked green beans, as you can see over here. But these green beans are such that the reason we are adding it right towards the end is because when we mix it, we don't want them to become mashy peas basically. So we want to retain the shape, so that's the reason we add them right towards the end, so that they don't get too mixed and become completely smashed. So this is basically how you prepare the mixture of your salad Olivier, and that's basically it's done. Now all we have to do is decorate the salad Olivier for presentation. And we're essentially presenting to ourselves and to our friends who are actually watching us on YouTube. So that's basically it. Let's move it to the presentation. All you have to do is just decorate it to your heart's content. You can use potatoes, cucumbers over here, the roast shape which we made out of tomato peel. So if you wanted to see how we made this, just click on the video. It's going to take you to a short video. It doesn't take more than a minute to make this kind of roast petal shape out of tomato peels, and we're just putting a few jalapeno peppers around it to make the decoration and to make this salad Olivier look nice. So this is basically it. This is how you make your Salad Olivier, which is quite famous in Russia, and it's primarily a Russian dish which spread across Central Asia quite a lot, and many countries in Central Asia actually make this kind of Salad Olivier, potato and poached chicken salad. And it goes towards the east as far as Mongolia and to the west as far as Latin America. So you'll find all across Central Asia, Mongolia, Russia, and Latin America a variation of this salad made out of potatoes, chickens, and carrots. So hope you like this recipe. If you did, give us a like and subscribe to our channel for more new recipe. Thanks for your time and thanks for watching this video.